heels.
Okay,
Keep your
so
legs
now
on.
with everything
Tense your
about
arms.
UPHBA, you'll have 4 hands over the
Okay,
head.
from here, core turn to your
side
right. Now
pose,
how we
hands
get
on head,
there
back. So we'll do those. And then
is
we'll do your
important,
individual ones
and it's
as
also
well.
not important.
So we'll just go straight
Drop our right leg back.
So if you have a really
Turn
small
to the
waist,
right.
stand straight on. If you
Left
don't,
leg hasn't
think
moved,
of a
still in the
pose.
same
So
spot.
sometimes my waist isn't the
Right leg
really
back
If
into
I
these.
pose on the side, then I know I can kind of get
Then
away
we
with
create our
not
shot.
showing that.
Now you're going to think about what angle you need to be at. I need to see both shoulders.
Potentially, yeah, but
There
I
you
would
go.
maybe try with your feet.
If we're
both
not
on the
seeing
same level.
both shoulders, it means you're
But a
narrow.
little bit further apart.
It means your waist will look
So
bigger.
with this, you want to bring it back.
Yeah.
Water turn to the right. Okay. Now exhale.
When you're putting yourself, when you're reading the criteria,
In front of the back
you're
foot.
looking at things.
That's it. So you're trying to show off as much of that front leg as possible.
Most natural
Trying to
federations.
show that glute and that hamstring and that front
What
leg.
we're looking for in figure
Quarter turn to the
is
right.
X frame. So ideally, the person who wins figure not necessarily needs to be the leanest or have the most muscle. They have to. It's quite often the
So
genetic
trying to
thing.
show
It's
the
a
stretches,
structure thing. It's a bone
width of your
structure.
back.
Then it's muscle. So if you're narrower shoulder wise,
Open up the scapula, so open up the shoulder blades and try and make your back look as wide
if
as
you have
possible.
really small hips and a
Quarter turn
X
to the
frame.
right.
So lean is a perfect example
Set your
of
legs
like
first.
wide shoulders. So yes, you'd added the muscle to that frame, but without the frame,
Trying to create as much width between each shoulder as possible.
that's what we're looking for. Okay, so for me, when I say
Facing,
someone,
you're
I
looking
think
that
you're
way,
this
so you're
category,
looking towards that wall.
it's just
That's
based
it.
on what I think the criteria and what the federation wants.
Don't forget to smile.
So,
Yeah,
most smiling's optional.
I smiled throughout the whole of my competition. I think that's what won it for me.
It was definitely winning. So we'll go
Quarter
through.
turn to the right, so back into that front relaxed. That's your stop pose.
I think we'll do some
If in doubt, go into front relaxed.
And you can
Front
be
double
together.
bicep.
If we just open our toes up
Set your legs
slightly,
first.
that allows you
Always
to
set your legs
open
first.
up your knees and
And
that
to
creates that
breathe
quad
in
sweep.
before you hit
It
the
also
shot.
helps you to
Exhale
tense your
when
legs
you
better.
then hit the shot.
So if you're so when we do our front relax,
width
it's
with
not
your
about how
lats
much
as
space you
possible.
can take up.
Front relaxed
All
stretch.
the way down. Right, so when we're here, all I want you to do is we've created
We're
leg
tough
shape,
on this, so you're trying
hips
to
back, knees out,
create
lift up.
as much width
All I
with your
want you to do
lats as
now
possible.
is I want you to
So
draw
use
your
your
shoulders
hands or your
forwards
thumbs
and then lift
as
your chest
hooks.
up.
Hook
And
into
try and keep your arms
the top
long.
of your hip and
Try
try and
not
get
to
your
bend your
elbows
arms.
as far forward as possible. Okay, side
Open up
chest,
here, yeah?
so choose your favourite
Now lift your
side.
chest up as high as possible without closing that
Side
off.
chest, so this is where
Can you
your
feel how much wider you
front,
is?
your front
Very
leg,
relaxed come out.
you
You feel
are
that?
spiking that hamstring on that
But I
front
can
leg.
see it. So
So
we
to
are
do that, you
wide
go on
as
your
you can be,
toes.
you've opened here.
On this front leg.
Did you see that?
And then you're creating as much
Your elbow is.
width between each
Travel
shoulder as
forward,
possible.
but you could probably
Side tricep.
So the key
Your
is
legs are pretty much the same on this one. Set the legs first.
travel forward a bit more. Pinch it.
I literally on the back right now. You also don't want to vacuum it in.
Yeah.
Face the back of the stage. Rear double bicep. So set your legs first. Always set your legs first. You're trying to pop the hamstring on your back leg. You're trying to show as much of your hamstring and calf.
Okay,
on
quarter
that back
turn to
leg.
your right. Now, girls, there are a million ways for you to step,
Bend your
turn,
arms.
and move your feet.
Open up the shoulder
People get
blades as
obsessed
much
with
as
watching
possible.
people
Elbows
online and
forward.
maybe
Make
forwards.
sure that back leg
It
knee
doesn't
bends
matter.
slightly. So
We
you
can
can pop that
fine tune
hamstring.
that later.
Okay,
And that's
rear lat
easy.
spread.
Right now, I need to
Set
set
your
both
legs
shoulders.
first. So your legs are in pretty much
You
the
need
same
to drop
position.
your arms down completely. Relax your arms completely.
Trying to create as much width as
Drop
you
your
can
arms
with
down
your lats.
completely. So
Make your
both
back
feet
look
I want
as
facing
wide
this
as
way.
possible.
Okay? There you go, bend that leg a
Create,
little bit.
create hooks with your hands or your fists.
Look at me for
Thumbs
me.
or your fists.
So I can see
Elbows forward. Elbows forward towards the wall.
here.
Abs
Abs
wide.
is much better. Now, stay there.
All about the
Stay
quads
here.
this one.
Now take a little look.
Slightly staggered stance.
Okay,
Turn
so
your
feet in the
feet
right
and
position.
turn your knees
You
out
see both
slightly.
shoulders, and you haven't.
And then you're
Picking up half the step.
exhaling.
You're fine.
So you're here.
Tense those
Now
abs.
everything looks nice and neat and tidy. You're
And your favourite most
accentuate
muscular.
your shape. If you have a really, really big glute, you don't have to push back as much. If you've got no bum, you need to push back just a little bit more to
Width as
create
possible,
the
your
illusion of
shoulders,
more
your
shape.
arms as big as possible, quads on the quads all the time.
Push there.
Easy, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
right.
it's like a balance between like, it is sticking your bum out.
Create the shape, deep breath in before you hit the shot. Exhale when you hit the shot.
And it's just
Don't work too hard. Once you've hit it, you've hit it. Quarter turn to your right.
I saw it.
Try and make it as smooth as possible.
So
Transitions
never
in between poses are
lifting
important
from
as well.
Here, you're lifting from here.
Think about that front foot. So front foot
Your
is
lower back
planned,
is tight.
pushed up
You've just done
against
that.
the back first.
Feel
So
that you're open here. Your elbows travel forward.
yeah,
Good.
try and pop this
To
hamstring.
the right.
Front leg hamstring will make it as prominent and big as
Keep
possible.
set. Stay relaxed. Think hips back, chest up.
Facing that way, facing towards
No
Ethan.
excessive up in this
Quarter
one.
turn to the right.
These hands closer. So your trailing arm needs
Same
to be able to
process
touch
as
your
the
glutes.
front relaxed.
If it's not touching
Legs
the glute, you're
first.
too far
So
away.
showing the glutes and the hamstrings towards the judges. Quarter turn to the right. Legs first. Set the
And
legs
back to the front.
first.
Let's hit that same shot. Front relaxed.
It's good.
Heels
Try and
together.
make that as wide as
toes out.
possible between each
Create that
shoulder.
quad.
Quarter turn to the right. Back into the front
That
relaxed.
all looks really good. Yeah. Everyone looks really good there.
So tilt your pelvis back. So you're trying to engage
So you
the
know-
quads by
you notice how,
tilting
like,
your
not once did I talk
hips
about breathing.
back towards
You're
the
all
wall.
really relaxed. So that was
Front double bicep.
yeah, but you should be working less.
Control the breathing.
Like the judges don't want to see you like that. It's a feminine category. You should be relaxed. Why your hands are open.
Don't work too
So
hard once
it's
you
like,
hit the
my hands are
shot.
open, I'm not going to squeeze so hard.
Quads, quads,
If any of you
quads.
tried to pose without heels, it's so
Quads and
much
lats.
easier because you can like kind of
Front
like bundle it
lat
with the
spreads.
legs, kind of like to make them feminine. So it's almost like you don't have
Try
to
and bring
like,
those
avoid
elbows
like,
as far
you have
forward
to,
as
like,
possible.
protect everything, but it's not
Once you've
about
got your
that.
hands in position,
Feminine.
using your hands as
It comes to a point
hooks,
where though,
bring your
you have to
elbows
create
as far
tension
forward as possible.
without
Side
just
chest.
gonna turn my arms on. Now
Favourite
what
side?
that does is transitions. If I
Side
touch
that
my
feels a little
arms
bit more
on,
natural.
it instantly makes my shoulders harder and instantly
Trying to
turns my
pop the
chest up.
hamstring
I'm not thinking about
on that
that.
front
just
leg.
arms.
Yeah.
by
So that's the
pushing
level of
your
tension
back
you
leg
want.
into that hamstring, into that
I mean,
front
like
leg.
also like with your knee,
On your
you don't have
toes,
to, like,
on your front foot,
tense their legs, but like
your back
my
foot
legs
is
are never
flat.
not on.
Side tricep.
So then I'm just like just loose.
Set the legs first. So you're resetting the legs.
You can be
Same position as the side chest with the
If you don't
legs.
tense them, they look fat.
Front foot needs to be on your toes. Rear
There are other
double
manic
bicep.
poses, right? But they're not
Pop the hamstring on
figure.
your back
They are
leg.
of
Try
your
to tense
choice.
the hamstring.
So again, we'll have a little
Your
look
back
at what we
leg.
think might actually. It's
Turn your
kind of
knees
almost like
out
a
slightly
principle
on
that
both
most
legs.
girls
That will
do.
make
Same
your
way.
legs look wider.
And
It
then
makes
there are
sense.
others.
You're turning your feet
And
out
there
and
are
you're
also
almost
girls that will
screwing
do
your
shots,
foot
in my
into the
opinion, will
floor.
look at it and go, that's not your strongest shot. From a
Sit.
judging perspective,
Rear lat
I
spread.
know that the judges want to see your strongest shot.
Same with the
not your
feet,
favourite.
same with the legs. Set
It's
your legs
almost like, I
first.
don't care whether that's your favourite. Is it going to win against that person?
Elbows
So
as
then
far
it's
forward as
difficult for
possible.
girls who do. They
Try
don't
to create
choose the
as
right
much
one.
width as you can through your
So
lats.
if you do
So
a
to
shot
that, you need
and
to
you
open
like
up
it,
your shoulder
save it
blades.
for your T-wall.
Abs and thigh.
Right, so we go athletic
Slightly turned out feet.
and bigger. So when I say
Slightly
favourite
turned out.
pose,
Slightly
what we
turned
do
out
with favourite
knees.
pose, and then we'll have a look at.
Keep your legs first.
Okay,
Exhale.
so front relax.
Tense those abs as hard as you can. Position your body towards the judges, so down. Down
I'm
towards
going
the
to do
judges.
BMBF first.
Most muscular.
Would be front
Experiment
double
with
bicep, leg
poses in
extension.
your legs.
So you have to have one little bicep.
Create the shape first, through your shoulders, through your arms,
And for bigger girls,
through your
favourite
legs.
pose is the front.
Tense those abs. Exhale. Make sure the judges can see your abs. You don't want to be hiding your midsection.
Yeah, the crowd.
Okay, and relax.
So
Alright, guys. Really good.
WMBF, so
Yeah, drinks
again,
around.
WMBF is different again because WMBF don't do any overhead, hands overhead.
Front relaxed.
I'm gonna get so well.
And try not to get in the way of the cameras. Front relaxed. Back breathing.
2023 years.
Push your hips back towards the wall. Show your quads as much as you possibly can. Think about your shape. Don't work too hard once you hit that shot. Quarter turn to the right. Set your legs first. The leg closest to the mirror should be slightly further forward
So when you
than
think about side shots,
your rear leg. That's it.
That's strong.
It's nice.
Strong.
The midsection is like controlled, yeah? So you're tensing those abs and the obliques. Push the hips back
Again, that's
towards
just
the judges.
differentiating between.
Quarter turn to the right.
So now, when you're there, close the shoulders to me. Think about this elbow here. Never let that elbow go backwards.
Nice, so creating as much width between your shoulders as possible.
They're both here. So it used to be, you had to have your hand in front. So it used to be here, and you had to be here.
Stay on the
And
quads.
side tricep here. Now, the key with the side tricep here,
Nice.
you need to be
Front
able to not
lat
let your
spreads.
hand go behind you, so it needs to come down, otherwise your arm's going to look small.
Use
So
your
what
hands
grab
or your
is
thumbs
important.
as
So
hooks.
for most
Top
people,
of your hips.
finger and thumb,
Top of your pelvis. Elbows forwards.
so it means it's more comfortable.
That's it. Elbows as far forward as possible.
See
to
where your
bring
hand
out,
behind
bring
you?
out the
So relax
lats.
your arm down.
Yeah. Okay, side chest.
There.
And it's literally completely different.
Favourite side.
Yeah. And that's the
Legs
thing, it's like,
first.
work out which finger you
Pop
need to
that
grab, because
hamstring.
everyone's different.
On the
Depending on
front leg.
mobility of
So
the
you're
shoulders
trying
as well.
to make your side leg look as
Keep
big
the
as
section
possible.
tight,
As
and
prominent as
rotate shoulders
possible
more.
through the hamstrings.
It's not supposed to. You can't really see that shoulder. So it's like you can't really
There
rotate.
you go. That's it. Now you
So
can
the
push
thing is
that back
with
knee
all
into
the
that
poses really,
hamstring.
it's like,
Nice.
it's called side tricep, but I'm not looking at your tricep. Right? It's about how your whole body looks in that shot.
Into that
So
leg.
it makes a difference.
Create
It's like,
much width
if
there. A little bit further
If,
forward,
if
that's
you've
it.
got a really good side tricep, and the best way to display it is by being really side on and not showing anything, but it still looks wicked, and that's great. But for most people,
Try and make that leg look as
just
big as
open
possible.
it
So
up
you
a
push
little
that
bit.
back leg
Means
into
they
the
show
front
the
leg.
midsection. My whole physique is flat.
Side tricep. It's the same leg position as the side chest.
Like, so hold it and then twist.
Yeah.
Like, so do both. So both.
Because the poses are deceiving. It's like front of a bicep, you're not looking at your arms. Your arms are half of the pose, but it's your whole physique in the pose. So you
Back foot, you should be on your
down here,
toes.
you can do that, or you can play
There you go.
back.
That's it. So you're spiking this hamstring,
Get away
spiking
with
that
that.
calf. Bend that left
So,
leg. Lean back towards the judges.
again,
Rear lat spreads.
WNBF first.
Again, create
Elbows
hooks with your
forward,
hands.
open up your back.
You're hooking your hands and your thumbs into the top of your pelvis. Elbows forward.
Sorry.
Elbows as far forward as
But
possible.
just doing that,
The quad should be the showpiece of this pose, really.
Yeah. And then you want to bring another squat.
Once you've hit the shot, exhale. Exhale so you're blowing through your
see
abs.
where Ellie's feet are.
Favourite most muscular to finish?
Yeah, and it's like, but like the shot looked great. Like her hips were balanced, everything else was good. But like
Try and create as much
criteria-wise,
width in
it's
your
like-
shoulders
it's
as
like
possible.
You should get federation. You have to worry about it.
Right now.
Everybody face the front.
Guys, have a good
I'm really enjoying it, yeah.
10 minutes punching.
Opening up is the hardest thing for everyone, right? When they're not used to opening up. Think about where your shoulders should be. Think about your angles. Don't use your arms. Use your lats. Use your lats. Sit. Now, if you have lats, you should be able to sit. And if you have triceps, you should be able to sit your triceps on your lats. And that's it. That's just comfortable now. Now I have to remember to lift my chest up, keep my midsection tight, keep my legs on, think about where the judges are sat. I always say to people, the best person to like eyeball is the cameraman, right? The cameraman is in the perfect position for your projection. Your best mate in the audience up there is in the worst position, right? That's past all the long angles for the judges. The lighting's set up down here. The cameraman is sat there for a reason. Pose to him. Eyeball him. He wants you to be looking at him.
Even if you're placed on the side.
Always, always. So, when you're sat there, right? I'm the head judge. I'm sat here. That's where you need to be. So, it's always about. So, the head judge is over there. I'm sat all the way over here. That's my angle now.
In addition to that though, make sure you stay like on the line.
You're still on the
Don't
line.
like step off the line because A, the judges will get pissed off, but also you're in the wrong light for that. So basically when they set up the lighting before you get on stage, it's so that every single person on that white line has the light hitting them the same way. So if you are going to tilt, make sure you tilt but stay on the line, don't step off the line.
Most stages are only really big enough for 6 people, right? So if there are 6 people in a line and the head judge is here, there's still a judge sat here anyway. So it's not really like you have to be at this angle. It's really only just like slightly off. Because the lines are never that big. Okay, let's get our front relaxed again. Everything we just said, hips back, knees out, chest up. Make sure your shoulders travel forward, keep your chest big and high. Quarter turn to your right. Set, feet first. Work your body up, exhale as you execute.
Drop this arm.
Don't work too hard. Think tension, don't squeeze too hard. Make sure your arms are engaged. Quarter turn to the right, face the back of the stage. Set your feet. Hips back, knees out, chest up. Again, remember the judges are behind you now. That doesn't mean you draw your elbows back. If you draw your elbows back, you close your back off. Stay nice and wide. Keep your elbows forward. Quarter turn to your right. Feet first. Hips back, chest up. Exhale as you execute. And face the front. Front double bicep. Ladies who are doing different categories, favorite pose to the front. Athletic, leg extended, hand overhead. So, in this shot, never think about contracting abs. What that does, it makes you small. Okay? Your abs will be there if you're shredded. If you're not, well, you're not ready. So, think about, be big. Don't crunch into your abs and be small. Always be big. The abs will be there.
Chest up.
Anyone doing classic, you can do a vacuum in this shot. If you're not open bodybuilding, don't do a vacuum. You will be told off. You're supposed to be just relaxed in this section. Lats spread. Breathe. This is your opportunity to breathe. Inhale. Set the shot. Feet neutral for this because the front lat spread, not doing that spread. So again, think about your little finger. Think about that rotation. That rotation helps bring your lat through.
Elbows forward.
Side chest, any side. I always recommend that you work on both sides on this. Because you might think that this is your best side. You might look the other side. It might be the lighting when you're posing. Think about where your hands are. So I've got a thing about hands on this, right? It's not like a weird fetish or anything, but it's like, hands need to be neat and tidy. If your hands are not neat and tidy, it just doesn't kind of complement the whole position. But there's no one position they need to be. So that looks good, Becky. The twist of that hand up. That's it.
Pretty much as far as you can, you can have a very straight through your hips.
So hand
to-
positioning,
we're going to try and
depending on
show
how
you
much everyone's hand goes closer to the left. Put that hand there, on your hip, there, like so. This is now natural. That's the first part of the pose. Now that hand goes on top. That's the second part of the pose. Now that's easier, isn't it? So you're more compact. This can go closer if you come from here, side try. No, let's go side chest the other side. This is another laugh we're falling over.
PTSD. At BFBF, one time they made everyone do it on both sides.
Might
Yeah,
find further size.
If you happen to be good enough to make it to an overall,
Unlucky.
they will make you do both sides.
Yeah.
It was weird, right?
I remember Ethan just looked at me like, I haven't done this.
But like you might find that like when you're posing at home or wherever, the lighting might be really good. So you might think, oh, that one looks really good. But actually that side might be even better. So just practice both. Back to your favourite side tricep.
Favourite side for this
Get
side
that leg
tricep.
engaged.
Favourite side. Whichever one feels more comfortable. More natural.
It is side tricep. It's not necessarily your tricep that's being judged solely, okay? It's how does your whole physique look in this shot? Face the back of the stage. No, sorry. Other side. Let's try it.
I think you're going to hurt. So you're trying to show your torso. Show.
Always think midsection tight.
Just pull your thumb.
Inhale,
Pull your thumb-
exhale.
Pull your thumb down
Make everything tight.
on the tricep you're trying to show.
Face the back of the stage.
At the moment,
Set your feet. Rear double bicep showing hamstring and calf. Feet important. You don't want wonky hips. So you want to make sure that your back is straight up and down. It doesn't take away from the actual shot.
lean back slightly towards
Rear
the
lat
judges.
stretch. Again, just think about where your feet need to be. Relax, set your feet, keep your hips level.
Elbows forward.
Take chest up. If you can't feel this in your lower back, you're not in the right position. Do you feel it though?
Yeah.
Because when you feel these things, even though you can't see this on stage, you need to be able to feel. So I often think that when you're in this position, it's good to not feel it and then open it. So we're in the shot, you need to set and think. Here, you need to feel it open. I want that reference point on stage. Don't lean back. Leaning back creates too much shadow. Lifting your chest makes you lean back, but with the right amount. So like a fine balance. Okay, face the front. Abdominals and thigh. Again, breathe. Set your feet. Set. Set. Inhale. Exhale. Now often this shot is ruined by overworking. So just think about exhaling. Keep your midsection tight. Again, your abs should be visible because you're already shredded. Will be. The hardest part of posing when you're not in great shape is you can't see it. So you then do silly things to try and see it when it's not there. So I want to see some more lines, sort of, and just create the bad shape. Practice good shape. Most muscular, those that are doing classic, your favorite classic shot.
Great shape first.
So just think, whenever you do a classic shot, just think, rotate the hips forward slightly. So we're going to go here. So just think hips slightly off to the side. And then here. Actually, wrong foot, sorry. Hips shouldn't be this side. That's it, there. Here. That's it. You create more angles. Yeah. And classics about angles. And rest. We are officially out of time. If anybody wants any like one-to-one, just kind of like, I'm struggling with this, then I'm happy just to hang around for a little bit. Any questions? Thank you guys.
Thank you.
The thing we want to get out of these posing clubs is just to kind of give you a real insight into what's doing. Like, we can't make you perfect these days, on these days like this. It's like, but we want to give you an insight into the little things that make posing good. The most important thing is having that ability to relax on stage. The best poses are the ones that make it look effortless. If you enjoy it, you will pose better. That's the important thing. So going onto stage, knowing that you've done the work will instantly make you pose better. Because you know what you're doing. Sutton's one of the perfect examples of that.
Yeah.
Puts the work in, goes on stage, and you know that he's loving it. And then we want to watch him. You want to watch people who are enjoying themselves. If you are shitting yourself, everyone knows. Right? So doing the work makes you confident. You don't even have to be the best poser. If you pose with confidence and you're not the best poser, you will always look better. So well done, everyone.
Bringing people together, and I think that's what's so nice about the sport. So huge thank you for that as well.
Thank you very much. And thanks very much, guys. This has been a massive success. I think you could all agree it's been massively successful. We are going to organise more. Thanks so much, guys. Those of you who paid for a day pass, you've got access to the whole facility. Sauna, steam room, pool, gyms, everything. Go and enjoy, all right?
Should have brought a swimsuit.
Not how I'm looking.
Good fun?
Really good fun. It's hard. Like, from never doing it properly before, having anyone coach me to do it, telling me what I was doing right and wrong, is very different to how it feels in your head, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like, when I was doing it on my own before, some of the poses I was nailing, and now I'm like, I was doing completely wrong. Very helpful. Definitely want to do more of these. Now we're having a rest day, but going to go to the pool and the sauna.
Your second banana drink of the day? No, you had a banana protein.
You're right.
And a banana.
Banana man.
Banana man.
Just been for a quick swim, sauna and steaming. Just wanted to come into the gym. I was looking at the gym's near me, so just go and do what I used before. Club Milton. We went to the gym after we went swimming, just to look around it and use a few machines that I haven't got at my local gym, just to see how they felt. But yeah, it was good. Really enjoyed it. It's a nice gym, got a good vibe there as well. Yeah, now we're going to go get some food because we're bloody starving. Why did I do this to myself? I don't know where that came from. I don't even know what accent there was or anything. I don't know. Oh, I'm an idiot. Anyway, yeah, we're going to go get some food. Good chat. Peace and love. Thanks. Bye.